We go get us, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porso, photogenic. All I know is the go-go.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go, back. Right, ready, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him with a short gain. And, of course, you got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. Execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. shot couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Taken at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Cox. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That one we get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Cox on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Takes it to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, You show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys roll. At the 23-yard line. Offense set to begin their next possession. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back.
2nd and 8 coming up. Off the bootleg. Cox. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barker, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Joey Bosa, and they'll get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Here's Cox, throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here we go.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Off play action. Cox. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Come on,
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Barker. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready, set.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Cox. To throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Got it. No, 52. 6, 11.
On 4th down, Cox. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Back to throw. Cox. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Cox. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Allen, the man in motion left. From the 38, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cunningham. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. It's Herbert. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Setting up to throw on first down. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide the help that prevents him from making a catch to his big start.
Deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 30 on second down. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball turned a little bit more here in the second half.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delayed game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert now. His man complete. That's Cunningham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. Because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the track for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for two is going to come up empty. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
This offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Cox looking to throw on second down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Cox now from the gun on third down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now Cox on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Obviously, this is not going to be our game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Throw in the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll throw incomplete.
We seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The kick by Bass is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Cunningham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Herbert on first down now. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Moore, the man in motion. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
On the double.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake. Cox. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Point after, right down the middle. And it will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic.